man I try to stop me though. I know I'm on the go, yeah. Cause me won't come in the puppy show, yeah. I'm so special, so special. That's why boy, I bring it together, them a chase like petal. Thank ya. I'm so special, so special. Tell them me no fear, two-face expression. Guy, if you know, dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell. Me hear them shot, and I say them want me head pan black, but bullet red pan that you better. Help poor people with them bed pan black. SSC, you dirty heart, you a got from that seat. Now them a say me mark and each time I walk, them say me walk fit. Them lock me down and me can't forget. God Jehovah did a guide me, say me nah regret. Yeah, I'm so special.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner.
They say revenge is...
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. All right, here's what the Knicks have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they head back home to host the Indiana Pacers. And then on Monday, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers coming to town.
And for that game against the Heat, that will be their fourth outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
Now, New York starting five. They've got Kobe Bryant. Also, Jalen Brunson out there. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kemp in at the fourth. And for the Celtics, Green out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's George. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, make no mistake, Draymond Green will bully you on the interior if you allow it. You've got to make sure he doesn't force the issue.
Boston shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, B.A., for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
And he makes both free throws. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's George, and counted from 19 feet away.
Now, Paul George, a tremendous jump shooter, squares up, knocks it down. The defense has got to be better.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We talked about his matchup against the highly touted Victor Wembanyama, and Coach told me Victor's combination of speed and size creates a lot of problems on both ends of the floor, so we've got to play a physical brand of basketball to just keep him out of rhythm. It'll be interesting to see how that affects him, B.A.
Thanks for that, Allie. A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. 4 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
Brunson against Doncic. Outside, Green for 3. And Bryant pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Just 1 made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Here's Irving. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Bryant against Doncic. Bryant, no good. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Embiid. No good there, off the double clutch. The Knicks have gone only 1 of 6 so far. Wembanyama, pass to Brunson. Oh, stolen by Embiid.
The defense knows they've got to stay attached to Luka, so he smartly turns it into a whistle.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, a big story this summer was Jalen Brunson signing a team-friendly extension, leaving an unprecedented amount of money on the table, but providing the Knicks with the opportunity to lock in this tight-knit core and contend in the East at the highest of levels for years to come.
A team to be reckoned with. Shams, thank you for the report. He's perfect from the line this time. And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
B.A., I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
All right, with this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. The Knicks, 2nd, 5th best, Boston.
And what stuck out to me is how intense both of these teams were on D last season. Neither giving up many points to opposing teams.
Here's Brunson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Westbrook. Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Brunson against Westbrook. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball. Well, we've got a developing story here. Standing by remotely, we go to our 2K insider, Shams Charania, for the details.
Thank you, B.A. There's some early season activity going on in Milwaukee. The Bucks are making moves. They had a chance to land one of the greatest players in NBA history, and of course, they were all over it. Everyone I talked to in the organization thinks LeBron James will be a franchise game changer. When you think about the experience, the championship pedigree he brings to the table, it's hard to disagree. This is a monumental acquisition.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us in the loop. Clock at 6. Here's Leonard. And the shot's good.
Well, everybody in the NBA should have the floater as part of their arsenal. Leonard makes it look easy.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Irving, covered by Bryant. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Embiid.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Wembanyama, pass to Leonard. Irving against Bryant. Back to Leonard. Shoots over Embiid. Rebound Boston. Outside, Green. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Green. Embiid, a screen on Brunson. Now here's Embiid. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Wembanyama, screen on Green. Leonard for three. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Embiid, a screen on Bryant. Beyond the arc. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
Outside Wembanyama. The ball's knocked loose. And that one's good. Brunson.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Boston leading by 3. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic finds Embiid. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And some changes here for the Celtics. Adebayo's checked in for Green. Bradley comes in for Doncic. And it's James Harden in for Westbrook.
With 1 shot.
And Embiid, no good on that one.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
No good. Oh, excellent D there from Harden. Pass to Irving. To the paint. Here's Embiid. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And that does it for the first quarter. Boston out in front. There. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Allen in at the 3. Three-pointer, Harden. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
They took the season series against this opponent last year. High-profile games are the best.
When you look back at the history of the league, Morris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game. Well, an interesting thing about Derrick Rose, right? Over his career, he's been an up-and-down jump shooter, but he's been remarkably consistent from the free throw line.
George, he's checked in for Westbrook. And so Rose knocks them both down.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Porzingis with a screen on Harden. Rose into the lane, and it's blocked by Harden.
James Harden, when he's locked in and focused, can be an excellent defensive player. Weiss on the pipes on that one.
Boston leading by 3. Doris, it's hard to believe that Knicks' title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A., what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
Adebayo passes to Gasol. George against Allen. Back to Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Irving. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 5 now.
Well, this guy lives out there. Irving, one of the best three-point shooters in the game.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And the Celtics, far and away the best record in the NBA last season, Grant.
Well, they rode that momentum into the playoffs, capturing the franchise's 18th championship, passing the Lakers for the most of any team in the association.
Celtics making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. Joel Embiid on top. Second, Luka Doncic.
2 premier scoring options that defenses really have to scramble to account for.
Celtics on D. 6-point lead. Now Morant. The shot comes out. Harden with the defensive effort. Gasol passes to Harden. And here's Embiid. And Embiid gets the double team. 6 to shoot. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Adebayo's checked in for Gasol. Porzingis is checked in for New York. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Morant, out left to the wing. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Yes, sir! Brunson for 3.
What a confident stroke from Jalen Brunson. This guy doesn't have to dominate with the ball in his hands.
Irving with it. He's got 5. Adebayo, a screen on Brunson. Inside. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Irving. And the Celtics lead by 5.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Here's Leonard. The putback. Oh, Leonard! Got to put a body on him.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Pass to Adebayo. Outside Harden. Embiid, high post. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
And the moment Embiid gets the ball anywhere near the hoop, it's over. Too strong to stop without fouling.
Some changes for Boston. Johnson, he's checked in for James Harden. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Bryant, he's checked in for Brunson. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And the Celtics making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. And both free throws good for Bryant. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
From behind the arc. Adebayo grabs the board. The Celtics have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Westbrook, the pass to Doncic. Over Bryant. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has got 7 points.
You guard against the drive of Luka Doncic, but that opens you up to the mid-range ability, and Luka lets you feel it from that distance.
So both teams changing it up here. And Rose has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. 4-point game.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Gasol's checked in for Boston. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Allen's checked in. Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
5 on the clock. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Yeah, and they've taken their foot off the gas a little. They were much more aggressive to start the game and really getting their opponent in early foul trouble.
And as he's tried to preserve his body to play a complete season, Rose has begun to lean more on that outside jumper.
Here's George. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Allen finds Bryant. Here's Kemp. Here's Rose. He's got 5. The 3 ball. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Celtics trail by 4. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Westbrook. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Westbrook's gotten his first basket of the night. New York has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. The drive by Rose, and the layup is good off the glass.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Gotta attack when you have that chance.
For 3, Westbrook. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Derrick Rose has been leading the charge for the Knicks. He put together 10. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
You know, they're celebrating this all over town. When you bring in a talent like LeBron James, his leadership, championship pedigree, all the intangibles he's added to this franchise, wow, wow.
Now let's change gears back to the New York Knicks, who find themselves in a tightly contested ball game.
I know my partner here appreciates the...
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
Man, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got Paul George. Luka Doncic is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Green in at the 4. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Ryan, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Irving for three. No luck on that one.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Here's George. Knocks down the 18-footer. George has got his second bucket on the night.
Well, you expect Paul George to either take it right to the cup or shoot the three. You give up that in-between space, and he hits the mid-range.
Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. The finish! Luka with the finish.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Leonard against George. To the middle. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
George for three, and good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Back to Brunson. Pass to Kemp. To the inside. Lets it fly. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Doncic passes to Embiid. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Bryant. Brunson with it. Guarded by Doncic. Now Wembanyama. Over Irving. Wembanyama. Effortless inside.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Outside. Green. And here's Embiid. Covered by Wembanyama. And Embiid throws it down.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Bryant outside. Got it. Bryant's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Doncic outside. Pass to Green. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Knicks leading by 7. On the wing, Bryant. Guarded by Doncic. They grab their own miss.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
1:49 left to play in the 3rd quarter of basketball. Launches it. And it's New York with a rebound. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Spins. Right side, Brunson. Here's Leonard. Leonard, so strong.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Some changes for Boston. Gasol's checked in for Joel Embiid. Bam Adebayo comes in for Green. And it's Harden in for Paul George. Gasol passes to Adebayo. Back to Doncic. The 3 is up. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Doncic has got 12 points in the game.
Well, after netting 1 in the first half, that's the 2nd deep ball to go down for this guy.
Here's Brunson. Boston pulls it in. 56 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Adebayo sets a screen. Irving to pass to Adebayo at 6'9". Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Morant, he's checked in for New York. Derrick Rose comes in for Bryant.
You have to love the style Bam brings with him to the floor. He's such a spirited player, and you can see his teammates enjoy it as well.
Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Irving against Rose. Down low. Here's Yao. Up and in on the layup. Yao's got his first basket.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Rose up top. He's guarded by Irving. Rose against Irving. Shot clock at 5. They kick it out to Porzingis. Offline with a 3. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Knicks up 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. So on the floor for New York, Ja Morant is out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's Zion Williamson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kemp in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Leonard passes to Morant. Here's Kemp, checked by Gasol. Rose against Westbrook. Oh, Westbrook with a block!
Wow, Russell Westbrook, when he's engaged defensively, he can send it back.
Allen, he's checked in for New York. Clock is at 3. Fires it from 18. Morant, no good. Celtics trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
They'll credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Westbrook. That one's good. This game is all even.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Adebayo's checked in for Boston. And a switch here also for New York. Porzingis is checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Boy, when asked to take on this role, guys, Kawhi Leonard has proven to be a reliable facilitator.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Inside. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Adebayo is screen on Morant. To the paint. And finished off by Adebayo.
After being behind for so long, they must be relieved to finally get this thing tied up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Elbow shot on the way. And there's Leonard on the assist by Morant. And the Knicks lead by 2.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
Here's George. Pass to Embiid. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And Boston with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Adebayo. Kyrie Irving comes in for Harden. And Doncic has subbed in for Westbrook. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. George against Leonard. Back to George. Pass to Irving. Here's Embiid. Kemp with a rebound. Kemp's got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Brunson against Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Celtics trail by 4. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. For New York, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Brunson taking his time here. Up and over Doncic. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Irving's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Embiid. Doncic outside. Screen by Embiid. Crafty move. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He could really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels. So dangerous.
New York leading by 3. Brunson passes to Leonard. 1:57 left in the game. And here's Bryant outside. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always going to put the pass on time and on target.
Pass to Embiid. Over Wembanyama. And the basket by Embiid.
And one thing you can say about Embiid, he never shrinks from the moment.
Leonard against George. Wembanyama, screen on George. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Brunson against Doncic. Pass to Embiid. Over Wembanyama. And there's Embiid. That one's good. And the assist from Doncic.
These are the moments Embiid loves. Enjoys being the player for this team to take and make clutch shots.
Wembanyama screen. Now Leonard. George defending. Fade away. Shot by Leonard. No good. For Boston, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Here's the pick. Doncic finds Embiid. Oh, he nails it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Leonard passes to Wembanyama. Money!
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. pass to Doncic. And it's good.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
And now we've got an intentional foul. There's 25 seconds left in the final quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead.
If this young man is pretty steady at the line, Wembanyama can get this done.
Green with the ball, and it's Leonard picking him up. Here's Embiid. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Good on the first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
And here's Green from the arc. It's deflected. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul, fourth team foul.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
Wembanyama, 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. So New York wins it, and they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And now, time for our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
So tell me when you coming through. Fisher.
like me. I let the like me. And near off the script, it's a movie inside. Said she wanna earn the spotlight, you got Louis to buy me. He done got his screws loose and he ain't no was buy me. All this boy gotta throw on all this jewelry to ice. You ain't gotta teach me how to drill, I ain't my boo. Tied in with cousin and plus I'm cool. On the blessing, she got I chew on Salud. Halloween's I only rock the mask.